everyone, Andy here, and welcome to the inside, this time of the Fiesta ST. Quick have a look, and basically the reason I am doing this video is, as per the thumbnail, I've just had a parcel delivered, and it should be the Kolour Koncept from eBay, the Alcantara gear Gaitor and handbrake lever cover. So I've not actually had a look at these. All I've done is cut it open, just so you can sort of see how it's arrived. I'm gonna have to try and do this with one hand. You can see here we've got a decal here, and it says gold metallic because I want to go with the, as per the first video for this car, I'm going to be having a few little gold touches to it, both on the outside and the inside, and I'll talk about the steering wheel in a second. So let's have a quick look inside, see if I can do this with one hand. Okay, so but basically, yeah, it's Kolour Koncept, which for these I'll put a link in the description, so you can go and have a look yourself. You might want to look at order some. So these supposed to be in charcoal Alcantara, like a grey Alcantara with gold stitching. Oh, they look pretty cool. One sec, I'll use a hand. Yeah, they look nice. Oh, that is really, really nice. Feels really, really good. Actually, it's the very first time I've ever sort of had or held Alcantara. I've always wanted Alcantara because it always sounds really cool. It sounds like something that you get in a supercar. Yeah, I'm going to have a few little hints of these, and that's the gold stitching. Hopefully that comes across quite nicely. But I think with the black, no other colours are going to be inside or outside the car. This is the only colour that you're going to see. Everything else will be black, that's stealth look. But I just thought, as soon as I'm getting this thing done, it'd be nice to have little touches. So in a sec, what I'm going to probably do is, this is supposed to just sleeve over the top of this. I don't even think I need to take this off, but I may take it off. Never taken this off, so we'll see what that's like. I'll see if I can prop the camera up just so you can see me doing it. But just quickly going back to the steering wheel, and this is, I'll show you the picture on screen again quickly if you didn't see the first video, but basically there's a guy called Sebastian who I am getting to do a custom steering wheel. I keep the airbag, but the whole thing is going to be a flat bottom. It's got bigger, chunkier grips. It's going to have perforated leather on the sides, and the top and bottom sections will be this charcoal Alcantara. It's going to have gold stitching, so it should match quite well with these two parts in the car. And at the 12 o'clock, we're going to have a silver ring. So just a quick look, this is the handbrake, which, as you can see, I think the idea is he was saying you can basically just sleeve it over the top and you don't have to take that off. I'm going to take that off at some point because I want to get a flocking kit and do both of these in flock, and potentially stuff like the A-pillars and these corner bits. I just think that kind of suede look will look quite nice. I'll go with black for it as well. A little update for this episode 3, but in a couple of episodes, hopefully, these seats should be getting swapped out for the Mark 7 seats. Right, okay, let me put the camera down and we'll try and get these fitted. Okay, so after I've taken it off, there doesn't seem to be any kind of markings or in any way, shape or form of how this is supposed to fit in here, which is interesting. A
few moments later.
Okay, so I'm back. Basically, I went on Google, had a quick look. There is no instructions with this thing, but from what I could see, you have to cut your own kind of slits into the new Gaitor to fit over the top of the 4 kind of little, I don't know what you really call these, tabs that will go into there, and that seems to be the way that you do it. It's a shame in a way there's not more tabs for it to tuck in any neater around this edge, if that makes sense, but hopefully it's okay. So it looks like you got to push this back through around. Now I'm actually going to get a new gear knob for this, but they're pretty expensive. Having a look on eBay, you get some like cool, nice aluminium custom made ones. So I'm going to look at getting one of them. And that should, there we go. And there we go. That is the Alcantara gear Gaitor. Right, now on to the handbrake. Okay, sorry this might not be the best angle, but it's just started to rain. And I'm a bit squashed in here. But what I'm going to try and do is I'm thinking the best way of actually doing this might be to take this off. So I'm just going to use one of these little prise tools up under the back. See if I can, yep. Never done this before, but I've been told that they're quite easy to remove, which it is. Okay, and then I guess the new one. Okay, right, let's see if I can get this back on. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let me take this off the tripod so you can see a bit better. So, there we go. Nice, neat, simple mod. Might just need a little organising, make it look a bit nicer, I'm sure, for the thumbnail. But just gives it a nice bit of a fresh interior, a little bit nicer sort of materials. I can just imagine, you know, once I've got the steering wheel done to match with this and this, it'll definitely help spruce up the interior, especially when I've done all the other bits. Right, sorry to interrupt this video right towards the end, but something I did after I finished the video was looking back at the car, and I wasn't quite happy with how it sat. So, the gear Gaitor, so if you look at this picture, basically, can you see how where the Gaitor goes underneath the ring, and there's like a gap? So it's like the ring sits too high. So what I did was I had an idea of using the old Gaitor and the rubber. I cut the base off where it would fit flush on the inside of the kind of plastic ring surround. And then what I did was I placed it on the inside underneath up against the new Alcantara. I had to actually cut a little bit of the rubber. You can see it's sort of 12 o'clock. I had to cut it because obviously there's a reduction in the radius or the circumference even. So trimmed a little bit off, squashed it in as much as I could, and then when I put it back in place, I think you can sort of see now how it's pressed the new Alcantara gear Gaitor up against the surround. And if I do like a sort of a side by side, on the left you'll see how it looked, just fitting it sort of, I suppose, standard, how you would have done it. And then with my mod, I just think it sits a bit nicer, it looks more OEM, I just think it has a more sort of appealing finish to it. Right, back to the video. Looking forward to eventually doing a little bit of DIY on the flockings. I think that'll give a nice sort of finish to the inside. Look at spraying the silver ring. Oh, I might keep it, I don't know. Let me know what you think actually. I don't know if to bother spraying these silver rings gold, or just leaving them silver, keep the inside, you know, looking quite sort of standard, if that makes sense, like OEM, but with nicer materials. And actually something I never mentioned in my very first video, so this is kind of really the first mods I've done on the interior, but the next big mod will be the steering wheel, all the dials. But one thing I never mentioned was I'm actually going to look at getting the door cards retrimmed, because everything is horrible scratchy plastic apart from this one panel. So I'll probably keep the panel. I might get these sprayed in gloss black, keep the silver, might actually just keep that. I'm not going to spray gloss black, keep it as it is. But then I might get these whole kind of section, maybe get them done in maybe just a black leather to match the new Mark 7 seats and the steering wheel, Or maybe I could go down the route of flocking or Alcantara. Might be quite nice to sort of match this. I could get charcoal, Alcantara, maybe with some gold stitching again. So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments, because I'm not too sure what to do on that, but that probably won't happen until a year, maybe next year, with funds. But yeah, pretty happy with them. It'll look smarter once I've got the new gear knob at some point, new steering wheel, and all the new lights. I think that'll just freshen up the interior, and the new seats. Can't wait for that. So, nice little happy mod again.